All right, for more on this, I'm joined on set by Soojin Park, who's the former deputy spokesperson for South Korea's Ministry of Unification. Soojin, thank you so much for joining us. The U.S. president is meeting with the North Korean leader, but where is South Korea in all of this?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. South Korea, President Moon is not going to be in Hanoi at the negotiating table, but although he's not there physically, I think he's very much vested in this and watching with a lot of hope that good results will come of this Hanoi summit. Actually President Moon was the initiator of this rapprochement between North Korea and the United States. With the thinking that denuclearization can only take place or can really go far only in tandem with a peace process. In other words, as long as they remain adversaries, technical progress can take place but cannot really go to the end goal of denuclearization. So he's hoping that the two processes, the peace process and the denuclearization process, go in parallel.
What's the best possible outcome for the Koreas, maybe secondarily the U.S.?
Well, there's a lot to be done toward denuclearization. It's going to take years and years. But for now, for this Hanoi summit, I think it's very important for us to have a roadmap of the future progress process. So we know where we are heading with specific actions to be taken with a specific timeline. So we can put it in check rather than having no very basic abstract goals. So I think the utmost important thing is to have a roadmap with the actions and timetables. And secondly, to have some reciprocal exchange between the two sides so that we can see some move toward denuclearization, which will in turn allow for other exchanges or cooperation for inter-Korean projects to take place.
What are your thoughts on the summit so far? U.S. administration officials have said that this is going to be a slow burn. This is something that's going to happen over time. And again, we're talking about two leaders where there's a great amount of distrust, particularly the North Korean leader. I guess, are you optimistic this time around that they're meeting for a second time, or is there just as much skepticism as the first time around?
Well, there is still skepticism, that's for sure. But I think this time it's a little more optimistic, the second time around, because it seems like from what I gather and what I see is that, especially we all saw how President Trump and Chairman Kim had their initial meeting in Hanoi, and especially with witnessing of a slightly different stance from Washington, with Special Representative Stephen Biegun, who spoke a few weeks earlier at Stanford about showing a lot of more flexibility. So I think there is more room for negotiations to really move forward and to produce some tangible results.
All right, Soojin Park, great to have you with us. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.